Okay, cool. Hi, everyone. Thank you for bearing with us while we ran off to our break real quick. Bleh. Um, we are rejoining our heroes tonight for more Netherwar. Before the break, we had a big climactic fight with the Reverend Wrathborn, and we got to see just how horrible Mortis's parents really, really are.
Mortis has a new family now.
Mortis does have a new family now. It's great. I did go ahead and I put some tokens up of what the Ferroburg Four look like, so everybody can see them. Also, hi Davey, nice of you to join us tonight. I hope you're having a great night. Top left we have Kid. Top right we have Rust Belt. Bottom left we have Blackjack, and bottom right we have the Witch. So these are the local superheroes for Ferroburg, and we're about to meet them as our heroes have come to the Barnes Bank in Ferroburg with the intention of finding Dr. Necros' next spirit before he does. It sounded like Calvin had a question.
Was it Kid or Kick Kid?
His name is Kid.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, I thought he was doing like a Karate Kid kind of thing, but okay.
It is Kid. Their name is Kid. Two kids. Kid squared. Child times two.
Children.
Kids squared.
Child and then child again. I was not responsible for the creation of the Ferroburg Four, but you can find them in the Super Team Handbook. And they are loads of fun. But yeah, so let's go ahead and hop on over to the Roll20 table and we'll rejoin our heroes as they Kid is apprenticed to Man. Oh. Okay.
Who inherited the mantle from Gramp.
And we're off. All right. Here we go.
I'm so tired. Okay.
Huh. This map looks oddly familiar. I wonder if it's from...
Yeah. So this map is also the Danger Zone's bank map. The Roll20 module that was loaded on by Green Ronin Publishing. And our heroes are entering the bank, ready to stop whatever's going on within. Who's going in first?
I just do it once.
Centuria Drive is, of course, to round up the security guards and get them out of here.
Right. She will run in and do that.
Yep. Anyone else hearing broken up audio there?
Nope.
Is my audio coming in not clear?
You're fine on my end. I will say, however, the map is dark for me.
Same.
Like dark?
Like
You can see the room we're in, but there's no other lighting.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Did you set up the dynamic lighting?
I didn't set it up, but it was set up as part of the Roll20 package.
Gotcha. That would make sense.
If you want it on, you can leave it on. If you want it off, you can turn it off on the toggle up on the map.
I kind of want to leave it
up to
on.
you. Okay.
Although I guess it's not on stream, so I will turn it off. No. Over here. Roll20 cooperate. Okay. So, we join our heroes as they triumphantly stride into the bank, where they see the witch floating in the center of the main lobby, sort of crackling purple energy around her. She's cackling with the voice of a 1,000-year-old woman. There are a number of... Never mind, those people are gone. Overdrive Centuria rescued them.
Yep.
And you can see a couple of the other three members of the Ferroburg Four looking very confused as to where their hostages went. Everybody roll for initiative.
They don't deal with speedsters very often, do they?
No, only when the Flash comes over for the CW crossover.
And quick question. I know the answer. I think I know the answer. But do our exhaustions and fatigues stay around?
So it does take an hour of rest for exhaustion and fatigue to go away, but I believe Resonant has energizing healing.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say that in the downtime on the way over here, Over Resin healed that of you all. So go ahead and clear all your conditions.
Gotta ask before I don't want to assume.
So did you have the dramatic lighting on it? Was that what was screwing up the?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, because like everybody was like all broken up, and I'm like, what's happening?
Oh yeah, Kevin's computer hates that.
Well, his computer, like Kevin, is from the '90s, so.
I mean, Kevin was in the 90s, but he's not from the 90s.
Yeah. So there.
Take that.
Yes.
that.
I'm from the 90s.
A Pyrrhic victory is still a victory.
I didn't say which '90s.
Oh.
There's the guy on stream
There
who's
it is.
older than me. I don't even know what's going on.
Yep. And it's the fact I can throw shade with my walker.
He put an umbrella on it. Alright, sorry, I'm getting everybody's initiative sorted out here. Please feel free to rag on Kevin if you wish.
I think they were already on it. You don't need to help. Apparently, I don't look as drunk today.
Hey, I think that's a compliment.
No, it's not.
As drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Looking drunk is useless if you are not, in fact, drunk.
That's scientifically true.
It's just good advice.
If people are going to accuse you of it anyway, also I need to give everybody a hero point for the scene transition.
Is it wrong that I want bad things to happen to Deuce and Ogre? I mean, seriously.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
If everybody comes to Origins or Gen Con, I'm sure we will get the chance to
It-
ruse the Deuce and Ogric in person this year.
I'm remembering
Yeah.
the end of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
You can just run an event at Origin and Gen Con and be their GM.
It's true. We did submit our events for Origins and Gen Con, so we will be there. As for initiative, Over Resin, you're first on 22. Then we have Mortis on 20, Bo Mortis on 18, Resonant on 17, and then all the bad guys on 9. So, Over Resin, what would you like to do?
I need to adjust to be going first again. Like I'd forgotten what this is like. Oh boy. So the hostages are out.
Yep.
Hmm.
And the Ferroburg Four look very confused about that.
I'm okay with that. Confused is good. Perusing my many gem powers.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's 6.
They're truly.
You're making that
outrageous.
up. Some of them have 6 alternates. Don't give me there's 6.
There are 6 gems.
Okay, yes. 6 gems with 47 alternates makes for a lot of
How
power.
many gems?
It only works with crates.
I guess the question would be, where are the holograms?
Oh God! Wow.
They were taken by the Misfits.
Yep.
You have some kind of. You have something that you bind up enemies with, yes? Yeah, some kind of.
Usually the glacial
Glacier.
crash.
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking there was one less snowy, but that'll do. All right. So I'm gonna drop
Nope.
that 30-foot sphere in amongst the most heathens that I can get, and have that be with a dodge save.
All right. The most you can get, I think, is everybody.
That's a good number.
No, not quite everybody. You can get either Rust Belt, Blackjack, and the Witch, or you can get the Witch, Kid, and the Blackjack.
Run that by me again?
You can get the Witch, Rust Belt, and Blackjack, or you can get the Witch, Blackjack, and Kid.
Top 3 or
Well,
bottom 3?
Let's leave Kid out of it. Hopefully he'll wise up with some better, mentorship.
I got him. Don't worry.
Until he becomes teen, and then we're all in trouble.
Yeah, really?
Oh no, here comes Man.
No, I think we're more worried about teen.
He's not any worse than Toddler.
I don't know about that. Toddler has tantrum power.
So does Teen.
Yeah, seriously.
The teen also has a driver's license.
Oh no.
Maybe.
Do you think his car is called the car? Or the
No.
Cave?
No.
Obviously, Kid Cave.
Yeah.
What's your dodge save on the glacial crash, Kev?
It's DC 22.
I was like, what are we waiting for? It's me. We're waiting for me.
Mm-hmm.
DC 22. Here's the Witch. Fails the first save. Succeeds on the second save. And you want it Kid, right? The bottom 3?
Yes. No, I was leaving Kid out.
Oh, leaving Kid
Right.
out. Okay. That's the sheet I've got open, but that's okay. Here's Blackjack. Your boy's rolling old school tonight. He fails the first one. He is going to be hindered and vulnerable. And Rust Belt. Ooh, that's not good. She'll fail the first save. And she will become hindered and vulnerable on the second save. What happens, Kevin?
The lapis lazuli sort of flares, and Rosa Drive is kind of squinting, like, how do I aim this stupid thing? And blam! It sort of goes off, and there's ice and snow coating people, and unlike the Reverend, who just sort of ghost flex his way out of it, several of them seem to be slowed down by the blizzard.
Beautiful. They all start slowing down as the PL-12 PCs come to pick on the PL-17
Oh,
heroes.
don't you! Don't you!
Do you want to move to Resin Drive, or are you happy hanging out there?
We are kind of in fireball formation, aren't we? Woo, I'll do some sort of like floaty, hovery thing over there.
Awesome. Mortis, Prime.
I am going to see that all go down. And Witch is still up, isn't she?
She is.
Do.
And Mortis,
Wanna-
you see that she has 2 souls inside her. One of them is the Witch, who seems very confused and frightened, and at the forefront, you can see the sort of gnarled tooth, what you would more consider to be a witch, sort of this older crone woman with a long hooked nose, a glass eye, one snaggly tooth, long clawed hands.
So Witch is possessed by Hag.
Witch is possessed by Hag.
Would Mortis like to team attack with the vaults?
I was thinking we try to make her not move first, but yeah, I'm going to attempt to bind her in my ghostly chains.
Beautiful.
Ghostly chains. Oh no! Swing and a miss. That's a 2-2. That's a 10. So,
So the chains, they fly out of you. You go to lock them around her, and she turns, waves one clawed hand, and the chains just dissipate before they come to her. You don't know real magic, young man.
Oh, snap.
And then it's Beaumortis's turn.
Okay. All right. So I don't want to be bunched up too close together, so I'm gonna go over to this side, and I will attempt to follow Mortis Prime's lead with the ghostly chains. Yeah, 22.
I think that'll hit. Let me double check. That'll hit. Resisted by dodge. Ooh. That is immobile. What happens, Beaumortis?
So, kind of trying to move in tandem, and again, just following Mortis's lead and seeing how the ghostly chains are used, like how to cast the effect, really, and using that to try to lock down this witch and the hag that seems to be possessing her.
Oh my god. Yeah, and she's locked down. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
I already moved, so I'll just say, I'll show you some real magic.
Oh, snap.
She turns to you, all wrapped in the chains, and she says, I see who you really are under that mask. Archer.
Oh.
Raising.
Okay, my turn.
It is, yes, your turn, All
right.
Resin.
I will launch a sonic arrow at Witch.
Roll 20. You need to get a hold of yourself, man.
That's like my third natural one tonight, so
Yeah, that's sad.
it is.
The arrow flies out, and as it does, she sort of raises her hand up, and Beaumortis, you feel a weird twinge in your body.
Wow, what's happening?
And when your internal twinge happens, you notice Bowman and your resonant in your body. Her shot goes wide as her arm sort of moves against its own will.
Okay, well, moving on.
And on to the witch and her servants. Belladonna. This ain't gonna be good. Gotta do a check real quick. Alright. That's what I thought. She's gonna pull a Mortis. And she raises her hands, and as she does, these multiple scarves fly out from the witch's sleeves in her costume. They swirl around in the air, conjuring this great fiery rune on the circle, and she's going to try to drag all of you to hell.
Been there, done that.
I need
Not that
everybody
you
to make a
should.
dodge save. Evasion does apply.
Who?
Everybody.
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 And just so you know, Calvin, Mortis has evasion.
Yeah, now I have to sing Twisted Sister, You're Gonna Burn in Hell in my head to burn that awful music out that you just put in there.
What? I thought you were from the 90s.
Look, Sophie.
Oh.
Fighting words.
Rude.
I got a 35, Alex.
I'm sure you did.
With evasion 2 is a +5, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Correct.
21, which I'll take, so I don't have to spend a point.
Okay, everybody who
21, 21 also.
Okay, everybody who got over a 24, please give me another dodge save. You're looking for a 17. If you got under a 24, you're adding another dodge save, looking for a 24.
Another
I'm-
dodge save.
Oh.
Another dodge save.
Not a toughness save.
Not a
Okay.
toughness save.
Okay, dodge, looking for 24.
Ha ha! I'm gonna spend a hero point. Because that's awful. Yeehaw.
I got a 30, Alex.
Show off.
Good. Might as well have done that.
Yep.
28 on the second save.
Awesome.
29 on the second save from Mortis.
Show off.
18 on the second save.
Is that with your
Well, wait.
+5?
Well, does evasion apply to this roll or to the?
Only
Yeah.
to the area of effect roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so never mind. I got a 24 then. not 25. So,
24 is still a success.
So I would be immobile and defenseless. No. I'll spend a point. Well, that's 27. So.
There's a lot of rage towards Sophie down there in the chat.
Oh no. I need to pay more attention to the
Oh.
chat. I can change her.
Wow.
If
Yeah,
you're
that always works.
if you're
That
new,
works all the time.
if you're
Kids.
new here tonight, we do have recap blog posts on our website at untoldsstoriesproject.com so you can read about what happened in the previous episodes without having to watch all of them. Unless you
There are
want to
also
watch
two-
all of them, in which case they're on YouTube.
There are also 2 recap videos,
Yes.
so.
I'm going to give everybody a hero point.
Doing it
Lord.
again.
Not doing it again, doing something else this time. Bella, the witch, slams her hands together when that doesn't seem to have any effect on any of you and says, "Fine. We'll try making right what was wrong." And she's going to fire out a beam into each of you. And I'm going to give you a hero point as she moves you all into your original bodies.
Wait, what?
Your souls are plucked out of the fake bodies and swirled around the room and moved back into their original bodies.
Oh, sister, are you gonna be sorry?
You are all impaired for the first round that you're back in your body, but you guys are back, baby.
But what happens to OG Mortis since he's not body swapped?
OG Mortis is unaffected by it. But also give OG Mortis a hero point.
And what happens to
Yeah, Bowman doesn't have a body to go
body
back
here.
to.
Hmm.
Oh, that's true. Centuria doesn't have a body to go back to.
You're right. Centuria does not have a body to go back to.
Well,
Bo
that's
Mortis, you
convenient.
go into Centuria, and Centuria goes into Bowman.
Takedown 2, Electric Boogaloo is all
Okay. Oh, jeez. Now you realize you have to give Calvin a copy of Centuria.
I think
is.
I think there's a copy of Centuria in your guys' journal.
I don't see a copy of. I see
there's
regular
no,
Centuria.
Just
there is no
Centuria.
Centuria on this world.
That's true. There is no Centuria on this world. Just her
Yeah.
token.
Just the body of Overdrive.
The two.
Hey, I'm there.
But the only ones that Centuria will have to go into Mortis 2.
Yes.
Mhm.
Centuria will go into Mortis 2. Everybody else will go where they're supposed to go.
I really
Okay.
feel like a flowchart would have helped.
Centuria is going to go into Mortis 1, and Mortis 1 is going to Mortis 2.
I don't know if you want that.
No, I don't want that. No, Mortis stays where he is. Centuria goes into Mortis 2.
So
Everybody
Bowman's
else goes
in-
back where they belong.
Bowman's back in Bowman, Overdrive is back in Overdrive, Resonance back in Resonant. The only people that didn't have a body here in our dimension was there's 2 Mortises in our dimension and 2 Centurias in
The other dimension.
Lafandi.
Lafandi.
Yes.
So,
Okay. We got there.
so Cat gets to hang out with Team Mortis next episode, possibly.
Mortis 2, Spooky Boogaloo. New plan. Everybody else's body drops unconscious and everybody goes into Mortis.
We are Mortis.
How's that gonna work?
Everybody else gets to watch Jonesy play for the rest of the night.
Okay. That means the chat targets him too. So
I
No,
mean,
it's-
I assumed it would be like a Voltron situation.
It means Mortis goes every round, and every round he does different actions depending on which player is running him.
Here for it. I'm here for it. Okay. Oh my god, my head hurts. Alright.
Your head hurts.
yeah, seriously.
Oh god, I so want to run that now.
Kid is gonna bound over to Bowman. Bowman. Bobo. And he's going to he's gonna do a cool sick flip and kick you with both his feet.
He's gonna try, and Bowman's gonna be really impressed.
I don't think he is.
Hey kid, wanna be my sidekick?
He gets a 9 to hit, so Bowman, you're able to get out of the way.
Oh boy.
Because that's German for no.
So, like, as Bowman is going back into his own body, instincts kick in as he goes to block this kick.
Come on, this way you can tell him he has failed this city.
Yeah, I know I did this to myself. I'm undoing it because I did it to myself.
Okay, how do I play Bowman again?
You shoot arrows at things.
Can I? I won't do it.
Blackjack is going to come up here. And he's going to throw a blackjack at Bowman, who's right there.
Hey, do I have my luck? Do I have my luck points now that I'm back in my body?
You do.
Yeah. Well, look at that. An hour and 10 minutes ago, and I have all these points to spend.
My dodge DC is 27.
Parry DC. Or no, he threw something at
He
you.
threw-
Yeah, he threw something at
Yep.
you. Your dodge DC is 27?
Yes.
Yeah. So turning once just to like block the kick, then leaning back as the thing flies past.
If
You know
you
what?
hit him, it hurts.
Instinctual Bowman. Oh yeah, it will hurt you.
And Rust Belt is going to clang her fists together and throw a whole bunch of metal over at Bowman. And get a 1 to hit. Or
Clang,
8
clang,
total.
clang.
Natural 1.
Just matrixing around this, not even making a conscious decision to do so.
Alright, Overdrive. Back to you.
Alrighty then. So this here in the middle, now I'm all confused. That's the head witch in charge?
Mhm.
Yes.
The head witch in charge. Alright, well, I'm thinking she needs a little all-out attack, power attack. Fists of Fury.
Ow.
Oh my, that's a 31, kids. Ha ha ha.
Those fists are furious.
Right, so it's 28 as modified by the all attack power attack, and then however many degrees of success from the multi attack. You tell me how much that's gonna hurt. Go ahead.
You're also
that is
impaired.
What?
You're also impaired.
I'm impaired? Why am
Mhm.
I
For your
impaired?
first round
Because-
back in your real body.
Yep.
Magic.
Oh yeah.
Magic.
Okay. So that means impaired -2.
Yep.
Right.
29
basically-
is still 11 above her parry DC.
Yeah.
So that'll be plus 5 damage.
Ow.
So 33?
The impaired doesn't affect my power attack result, right?
No, nope.
Okay, so yes, 33. You son of a! I'm using my luck point to force her to reroll that. Suck it.
Whack. Whack!
Much better.
I'm forcing you to spend your reroll point. Just kidding. That's a what? Stagger? Yeah, stagger.
Mm-hmm. Difference of 11.
What happens, Overdrive?
Well, you know, she got that magical stuff going on, and things are a little weird because, you know, I'm back in my own body after this bizarre sojourn. But so, as I've sort of learned to do with the Wellspring of Velocity, it looks like she's gonna roll with that hit, and then there's a little temporal hiccup, and no, she instead turns into the punch. And back here, right dead center in the middle of the room, going, now, you want to try this again? Surrender before somebody gets hurt. I'm not asking again.
She nurses her broken jaw and looks your way.
Ow.
I give her the matrix.
Mortis.
Is she still immobile?
She is still immobile and staggered.
Can I move and prepare for a team attack?
Sure.
I like to move right here for a team attack. And do I know that everyone else is swapped bodies?
Yes, you would know that.
Okay, so I know that Centuria is in Mortis's body.
Yes. She seems very disoriented.
Cat's gonna yell at you.
Yeah.
Well, you know. I wouldn't be doing my job if Cat wasn't yelling at me.
That's true.
Centuria, come give me a hand.
She kind of looks around, cracks your knuckles, and nods.
And meanwhile, there's a Mortis and Centuria double Centuria combo going down right now in some other parallel universe.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Starhaven.
Yep.
Oh Lord.
So you're preparing for a team attack. She doesn't have an initiative count. I guess I should add her one.
She would have originally rolled overdrives.
Right. Overdrive, what's your initiative modifier?
32.
That's a plus 32 at home for those playing at home.
For a total of 39, because no one can roll over a 10 today.
Well, she will prepare to join the team attack. Bowman, what do you want to do?
Okay, so you're team attacking with the vault then, so you need her locked down.
It's the plan.
Okay. Bola arrow or freeze arrow? So hard to choose.
As if there's not enough ice in this room already.
Doom, 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 doom.
Yeah, I don't get enough use out of this frost arrow.
Ice baby.
Let's kick that one up. Let's power attack it because I want to make sure that we get this to work. And I'm pretty confident in my ability to hit. Overconfident, some may say, but I am going to. So this will be -5 on the roll.
Beautiful.
With a 19 as the result and a 25 DC.
And who are you shooting at again?
At which to try to immobilize or at least hinder her, but hopefully immobilize.
19 will hit. It's a fortitude check.
Yeah,
That's not good.
it's a fortitude. Yeah, because it's like freezing around them. That's why I did that. Yeah.
I'm here for that.
Oh, she's not horrible at fortitude. That's a 24 versus the DC 20.
Well, it was a power attack, so it was DC 25.
Oh, then I'll take
The
my
19
hindered.
hit. That being the case, and because it's cumulative, I will spend a point to negate the effect of fatiguing myself to shoot it again.
Beautiful.
So 23, because with the power attack as well.
Ooh, that's not good. You said 25 with the power attack again?
Yeah.
That's a difference of 9, but because it's cumulative, she will suffer the 3rd degree, which is paralyzed. Which is real bad. Paralyzed is real bad. I believe paralyzed comes with defenseless. It's one of those weird mega conditions. So what happens, Bowman?
So Bowman, being familiar enough with how soul stuff works to know that we need to get the target in place, will go for the frost arrows, and he will fire 2 at a time, one at both of. Well, she's still in the air, so one hits like her legs, one hits the ground below her, and they both explode in like this chain of frost that creates like an ice stalagmite that hooks her to the ground.
Awesome. And paralyzed does inflict defenseless and physical stun, so she is locked in place.
Okay. Did I give you the point for that?
I'll take it. I don't think you did.
Yeah, defenseless, immobile, and physically stunned.
Usually physically stunned would be everything you needed to know, but yeah, that's not good. Resonant.
All right. Well, Resonant's back in her body, which was quite the shock to her. Is there a way that I can get a read on the witch inside of Witch?
Yeah, you can make an assessment check if that's what you want your first action to be in your body.
Of course I do.
Resident back on brand, just what we wanted.
That would be a 36.
And that's resisted by insight or will, whichever is higher. The Witch. Season of the Witch. Here we go. You succeed. You're able to find out that she has a higher power level than you, and that will give you 2 of her exact numbers.
Give me her will.
Her will is a 14.
Okay. And then give me her fortitude.
Her fortitude is immune to fortitude, but the witch,
she's a
the
ghost.
person she's possessing, has a fortitude of 6.
Okay. That will work. So we will go ahead and let's see what I want to do here. Now that I know all that information. I'm going to pull on the Malachite. And we are going to, so Resonant will, her eyes will become teal and her hair becomes the color of emeralds, because I haven't been able to do that for a couple of weeks now. And she is going to send out her Radiant Wave Perception Area Damage attack.
Beautiful.
That it is a life force affecting, and it does affect insubstantial. DC is 27 because it's perception area damage.
Cool. And it's a... Oh, and she's defenseless, so she can't roll the dodge save to avoid the perception area. What do I roll?
It's toughness save, DC 27.
DC 27 toughness save. What's annoying is she hasn't suffered a bruise yet.
True.
You don't want to hurt him.
31.
Okay.
As the mystic wardings fend off the magic you are sending her way. Is there anything else you have to do, Resident?
I will let Mortis know about the witch inside of Witch.
Which witch?
Which witch is which?
Which witch is which witch?
Which witch?
Is there someone named Man Witch?
Yes.
That's the hero I don't want to meet.
Kind of want it now.
She's
the hero we
defenseless.
deserve.
He's in the Midwest Farm League.
Who put that X on overdrive? It wasn't me.
It was me.
Oh. Blackjack's going to come the rest of the way down here and try to smack Bowman around. With his collapsible staff. Wata!
It's not a blackjack, that's a staff.
It's on the character sheet. I didn't make this character sheet.
21!
17's not going to hit.
He really needs the power of 21, and he always hits if it's 21, no matter what the DC is.
Giant counter strike. No, the witch thing might work. I'll leave him alone.
The witch is still bound by all of her conditions, does not resist with a 20. Kid is going to spring away from Bowman because Bowman is really dangerous for some reason.
Bowman was the only one to take out most of Freedom League Dark when we showed up in the Terminus, so yes.
Some reason.
That tooth is coming back. Rust Belt's going to try to disarm Bowman of his bow.
Oh, my one weakness.
You don't even have a cape to go beat her up either. 19's not going to hit, though. Alright, the Centurion Mortis team attack goes off.
So yeah, what I would like Centuria to fly up in my copy of my body. Go. I'm just gonna reach out, grab her hand, and go, we've got this. Just follow my lead and kind of channel a little bit through her. I basically want to open up both soul vaults and do a team attack using the soul vault.
Awesome. Do it. I'm here for it.
29.
That's a natural 20. You know what? I'm just going to give it to you because it's so cinematic and cool. What happens?
So I reach over, grab Centuria's hand. And she's still looking really confused and dazed because she's just been body swapped yet again. I'm like, just follow my lead. I got this. And,
Red Rover.
And both soul vaults kind of open up, and the witch looks panicked for a moment. And as one starts to grab her, and she pulls to the other side, the other one grabs hold, and it sucks her in to the vault, removing her from Witch's body.
Beautiful. And
It is green, trap is clean.
Yeah, that was very.
Wow.
Don't cross the streams.
Wow.
So that will trap the witch inside of Mortis's soul vault. And as the witch goes screaming into the void, the glaze unsettles on the Ferroburg Four, and they all sort of collapse to the ground. Disheveled but not harmed.
Except for the one that got, jacked over by overdrive.
Well, Yeah. Witch is not feeling really hot, but everybody else seems to be mostly unharmed.
President will go over to Witch, since she's still using the malachite to heal whatever wounds overdrive put on her, and go, "Are you okay?"
Her eyes sort of flutter open and she looks around. She coughs. I don't understand what happened.
Ghostly possession. What was the last thing you remember?
We came here because there was a robbery in progress. We heard about it on the witnesses' radio waves, and we got here, and there was this man in a waistcoat with goggles holding a metal box, and then everything gets fuzzy from there, and then I wake up here.
That was Dr. Necros. I think he got what he came for and used the spirit to derail us by affecting you all.
What did he want? He wasn't even asking for money.
No, he's definitely not after money.
Rust Belt will sort of step up, and she pulls up Gauntlet computer and clicks a couple of things, and she'll pull up the surveillance footage from the bank. She says, "Yeah, he was doing something when we got here. I didn't get a good look at it, but he definitely pulled something into that box he was carrying." And you see on the security footage, she rewinds it. It goes back a few hours, and Dr. Necros is here. And he does pull in the spirit of a high-strung woman with a bun, dressed in a power suit. Not an Iron Man power suit, a Hillary Clinton power suit.
A what?
A Hillary Clinton pantsuit power suit.
Wow, that's what I thought you said. I'm like, wait, did I just say that right?
That would most likely be Fiona Carlisle.
Oh, Calvin, that's a Justina Trudeau power suit.
Oh.
I appreciate the translation.
Would you like a dry, Calvin?
It's wrong. It's wrong, but we don't even care.
Ah. Wow.
Monday's my long day, can you tell?
That's glorious. It's glorious.
So that was most likely Fiona Carlisle then.
Which makes that his fourth.
Yeah.
And Blackjack will stand up. What's this guy doing in our city?
Trying to unleash the underworld.
Ferroburg has enough demons without real ones running around.
You're right about that.
Both of you, really.
Really, what? There are not demons here.
The skull of the voice.
It's the voice.
What voice?
Oh my god.
Oh god.
I'm just saying, when the
Wow.
shit runs through the gutters and the blood runs through the streets, you know you're in Ferroburg.
Flaw. What voice?
How old are you?
Like 12.
How old is Blackjack? 25.
Okay.
I'm gonna look over at Resident. Were we ever this young?
I don't. Well, yes, but only you were that angsty.
Oh, wow. Wow. Someone's grumpy
Sorry.
coming back to her body.
It's. Well, thank you for taking good care of it.
We should figure out what the fifth location is. We might already be too late, but maybe we'll get lucky this time.
I haven't been lucky so far.
Well,
I think it's the theater. I think that's our last location.
And Blackjack will say, if you guys are having trouble with luck in this city, I can help you with that. And he will hand each of you an ace of spades.
Not a standard issue deck you're running there, aren't? Is it?
I mix and match. Each of those will function as one free luck point for you to use.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. If I think the theater is the only other place that fits the drawing of the ritual, because I believe the plaza is the central location since that's downtown. Am I right with that, Alex?
You are correct with that.
Okay.
well, do we just head to the plaza since we know that's where he's gonna go and try to stop him? Because what if he's already gotten the
Yeah. I mean, if we wait for him at the plaza, even if he's not there, he's eventually going to show up with the fifth one, right?
So we either get him when the ritual starts or create an ambush.
If he's not already started it, yeah.
He does
yeah.
appear to still be missing one soul. If you count Nick as one of them, he's got 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So we could try to catch him at the theater.
Yeah, if you. Well. I look over at the kids and then look back at Resident. Do we want to ask for help? Have them go to the plaza just in case? Maybe they can slow him down at least.
I don't want the. He's already done enough harm to them tonight. I don't want them in any more trouble. But if they
Kid will
want to
kind
go,
of speak up. He'll say, "This is our town, man. We're happy to help any way we can."
well, I was going to ask if you were at least willing to play lookout for us. Let us know if he does show up in the plaza.
Yeah, we can keep an eye out.
But just an eye. He's already gotten you guys once tonight. We don't need to have a repeat of this.
What do you think, everybody? You think that's good? And they all sort of stand up, brush themselves off, and nod.
Can I assume that I have a spare communicator of some kind?
Yes.
Then
It's an arrow.
obviously it is.
Wow.
Bowman has to be careful, though, because sometimes he hands out a phone arrow, sometimes he hands out a foam arrow.
I don't know why I put them together.
It's funny, they're all labeled.
Yeah, but they're not alphabetic. They're listed phonetically.
Aw.
I keep all the homophones together. They like it that way.
I remember where they are. I will pass the communicator to the obviously tech-heavy one.
Yeah, Rustbed will take it.
Yeah, so I'll just send it over and say, just contact us on this if you see anything. And nice wrist computer, kid.
Yeah, thanks. Does this mean we're like in the Freedom League or something?
For the rest of the night, sure.
Either that, Bowman said we're in the Freedom League.
For the rest of the night.
Oh, Daedalus is gonna have words with you.
Daedalus is in space.
I can still hear you.
I felt the disturbance in the force.
Yep. Someone added people to my league.
Dad can't get mad at us for what we do when he's not home.
Yes,
Why
he
is,
can.
why is the group chat 4 members larger now?
Who's Kid? Is that a real person?
Oh my god.
I was supposed to say sidekick kid?
Hey, Metropolis, do you know this guy?
So we're sending them to the plaza, and we're gonna try to catch up with Necros at the theater. Is what we're doing?
That's the idea, yes.
Okay.
Oh, and be on the lookout for a vampire, just in case it decides to show up at the plaza. No getting bit.
They all kind of look at each other and then look at Blackjack, and he shrugs his shoulders. That might as well happen.
Trust me, you don't want this.
And then the Ferroburg Four will roll out. I don't know what their vehicle is. How do they get around?
Man.
It's a minivan. It's just a Dodge Caravan.
The Dodge Caravan.
Oh, they operate out of the Rust basement. That's their headquarters. Which has
Why is it called that?
workout equipment and yoga mats.
I like Wiki's response. Kid calls his mom, and she picks them up.
I'm here for it. They're a very bright light in the city of Ferroburg, and I appreciate that.
Oh, that was Deuce, not Wiki. My apologies, Wiki.
Wiki wants them to take the bus
Yes.
to get back to the base.
The base. The ace of
Problem
base.
is, the problem is both Wiki and Deuce have the same color in chat, so
Awesome. Well, you guys head on off towards the theater. Alex knows the name of this theater. He's not vamping. The Front Street Theater. As you're heading that way, after you guys come out of the bank, you do see Officer Armstrong sort of gives you a wave.
The kids are fine.
Oh, good.
They're all right.
Good to hear they're okay, don't you know?
The haunting's been taken care of.
You guys are just so whip smart with this haunting stuff. You guys should stick around. Although I won't tell the people in the ghost tour industry around here that you guys are stopping everything. Do you guys want a hot chocolate thermos to go? She reaches into the backseat of her police car.
Sure, why not?
Cool. You can just drop it off back at the station when you're all done.
Thank you.
Stay warm, everybody.
Nice lady.
This time it was
Right.
poisoned.
Ah!
Overdrive? If you want to do the honors.
Sure.
Back to taxi time. Alright, so you guys head off to the Front Street Theater, which, as it said, is a historic theater. It's sort of a large two-story facade on the corner of one of the big blocks down there. You just see a few hundred flash bulbs lining this sort of large arch. Some of them are out at this point. You do see that there is most of a sign saying theater closed for the season. Some of the letters are missing. The street appears to be abandoned, however.
The closed.
There is no sound around. The air is very still as you arrive.
Mortis, do you see anything?
Stick around. Kind of feels like this place is half in and half out the crossroads.
You do get that distinct feeling as well, Mortis, when you mention that. Looking around, it looks like whatever energy is moving in the ritual that Dr. Necros is looking to perform, the locations of the 5 points seem to be setting themselves, and this does appear to be one of those points. But you don't see any spirits, not on the street at least.
You're warned, things are already starting to go in motion. The
That means
barriers between here and the crossroads are thinning.
Okay. Well, then we better make this quick. Let's find a way in. I'm assuming there's like the front doors like chained, or are they just?
They are padlocked with a chain. It's sort of a long glass door facade with a bunch of different pull doors. Each of them is closed with chains.
Gotcha.
I will walk up and use my ethereal disarm. But instead of disarming a weapon, I'm going to disarm the chains off the door.
Awesome. I won't make you roll for that. That's cool. You just come in, you phase the chains onto the ground. Do you do it for the whole stretch of doors or just the door you're looking to go through?
Just one set so we can walk in and out without having to break anything open.
Cool. You do slide that in. The door creaks open. The box office inside the lobby area is dust covered. You do see there's a couple of derelict ticket teller stations. One of them has a shattered window. There are cobwebs sort of all over the place. A couple of old posters for plays that looks like the last play was at least advertised here in 2015. So it's been about 7 years since somebody's performed anything here. That's not true. It's 2019 in our game. It's been about 4 years since the last time somebody portrayed anything here. You can see a couple of rats scurrying around. Mortis, give me a perception check.
Perception. Oh no! I got a 9.
Do you want to use Blackjack's luck point?
I do because I rolled a 1. So
Mhm.
I feel lucky. I start humming to myself the Ace of Spades,
Nice.
and
I gave each of you a luck point as well. I forgot to add it to your sheets. Add it to your trays down there.
and yeah, I got a 28 on my 20 on my roll.
20 on the reroll. That's good. Mortis, as you're sort of opening your soul sight, opening your spiritual awareness of the universe around you, you get the distinct feeling. It starts sort of in your chest and it opens into your mind. You can hear singing coming from the theater space beyond where you are, and you hear crying also coming from the theater space beyond where you are. It sounds like a young woman sobbing somewhere in that theater area.
Okay. I will make sure I mention that to the others in case they don't hear it.
Is it so? It's two different voices.
Two different
Or-
voices, yes.
Okay.
When he mentions that, can I get a read on any emotions?
Sure. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
33.
Cool. With a 33, as Mortis fills you in on the voices beyond, you sort of reach out your perception, and you can feel a deep loss ahead, and you feel great pride ahead, coming from the two different sources.
Okay. All right. And I'll relay that to the group. And then look at Overdrive. Are you okay?
Yeah. I think so. Yes, I'm okay.
Okay.
That didn't sound believable.
Who said that?
It was I.
The disembodied voice.
Exposition lad.
It was actually a Mortis.
Hey, if we're going with the D&D cartoon, you got to like step out from behind a rock with your little riddles and whatnot before you can start just firing stuff off.
Yes,
Should we?
I am the dungeon master.
I'll
Shall
look
we?
like Pork.
Oh no.
Oh.
Pork basically is a DM.
Quiet approach.
Not all of us are quiet. Usually.
Okay, well,
Who's not quiet?
Centurion's not here.
Yeah.
I'm not super stealthy.
I mean, you were in my body for a bit, so hopefully you picked up a couple of things.
I'm not sure that's how that works.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, maybe we'll see. I can go on ahead then, or we can send Overdrive ahead. I just don't want to alert whoever was in here.
I feel like they were maybe a little preoccupied until we
Question
get in
is-
there, of course.
Question is, which one are we supposed to be going after?
That's a good question. The ritual said. Let's see. If I mean, if it's the sacrifice of self, it could be the ghost that has the feeling of loss.
Thought this was the sacrifice of flesh.
We don't know which one's specifically. I don't remember which one is this one, Alex. Is this in the southeast?
This is in the southeast, yes.
Okay, so theoretically, then yes, you're right. Bowman.
This is supposed to be supposedly haunted by Abraham Lincoln, the ghost of the opera singer, and the founder's husband and wife, or brother and sister. Do we know if it's brother and sister or husband and wife? I'm assuming husband and wife, but
Yeah, give me a Ferroburg local check. Since you invested points in that skill. You're a patron of the arts. Yes, they are husband and wife. Christian and Christina Kessler.
This
I mean, the singing probably is the opera singer. I mean,
Right.
duh.
I guess we're not gonna know more until we get in there. So
And I doubt the stories of the ghost of Abraham Lincoln are true. So
That wouldn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, that guy hates the theater.
Oh, wow.
I mean, to be fair, it was just the one show. All right, let's get in there.
All right, so are you all making your way in?
Yeah,
Sure.
I mean, Omen is.
Awesome. And are you all taking the doorway on the bottom level? There are some stairs off to the left and right that go up to where the balcony is in the theater space.
I feel like going upstairs might be better for Resonant to get a better view.
Yeah, so let's head up, see if we can get a lay of the land and see what's actually going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
stairs we go.
Up. So you all head upstairs. You walk out into the balcony overlooking the stage. You come into this row of descending chairs that are all made of this sort of moth-eaten red curtain material. Making your way down, you can clearly hear, those of you who have magical awareness, you can clearly hear an opera singer performing on the stage at this point. Mortis, as you're looking around, you notice there is a spirit up in the audio-visual booth. It looks like they're lounging back with their feet up on the booth. You think they've got a weird little spectral cell phone that they're looking at. The opera singer is down on stage with a full ectoplasmic set that they've got set up around them that looks like a collection of cliffs and columns and clouds that are rolling around. She's dressed in a breastplate with the horned helmet, holding a spear, singing to the crowd.
Spirit magic helmet.
And there is it looks like there is the ghost of a young woman crying in the front row to herself. She's dressed in a nice 1930s style dress. It's a little glittery, appears to be goldish with some silver inlay through it. Short blonde hair and mercury tears sliding down her cheeks.
Well, I let the others know where the ghosts are that I can see, what's going on. I was going to go check with the one in the booth first.
Awesome.
If the team's cool with that.
Yeah.
Seems a good place to start. They seem very unusual if they're just
Well-
chilling on a ghost phone.
My thought is that if I go into the other one, there's a good chance that if I go to talk to either of the other two, there's a good chance that one of them will see me. So
Sure.
So I will float up and spectral walk through the wall and go see what control room dude is up to.
Yeah, he's leaned back. He's dressed in strange clothing for a ghost. He's kind of got a sleeveless shirt on. He's wearing cargo shorts rather. He's got some high top sneakers. He's leaned back, sort of long brown hair, little bit of stubble, a lip ring.
So definitely more recent.
You can't be in here during the show.
Was that?
He said you can't be in here during the show.
I have an all access pass.
He sort of
Multi-pass.
snaps up when you answer him. He's like, wait a minute, you can hear me?
Surprise.
You can see me?
I can.
Oh, dog, I got so many requests. And he rolls over into his chair, sits up on his feet. And he says, okay. So, there's this girl, right? I need you to check up on her and see if she's still single. Or dead. Dead would be better. On account of, me being dead. What's your name, dog?
I'm Mortis.
Nice to meet you, Mortis. I'm Cody.
Oh no.
I get a quarter.
Cody's of the multiverse. So, how long have you been here, Cody?
It's hard to tell. Like, you know how it is when you're a ghost, and like, days are like years, and years are like minutes, and like, there's not enough weed in the bong to explain all of this.
When was it when you weren't dead?
1983.
Oh, good time.
How did you end up here in the theater? In this control room?
I was working the show here. That was my job. I was an audio-visual guy, and like, we had a Peter Pan that was doing its thing, and our Peter Pan actor, he called out sick, and they asked me if I'd step in because I was reading a little bit of the understudy lines, and there was a mishap with the flight rigging.
Ooh, that's not fun.
It was fun until it hit the ground.
Sorry to hear that.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
So there's a few others here. I look kind of down towards the stage. Who else is here that you're aware of?
Oh, you mean those ghosts down there?
Yes.
Oh, Inga's on stage. She never shuts up. She's always down there doing the opera thing. And Christina's down there too. But I haven't seen Christian for a couple hours.
Have you seen any mortals running around?
Any mortals running around?
Spooky guy, goggles, lab coat.
Oh, yeah. I did see that guy. He said he needed to talk to Christian. But I don't know what about. I didn't see. Nobody ever wants to come and just, chat. He was muttering something about that vampire bitch, though. I don't know if you know anything about that.
Is she around here too?
You're the closest thing to a vampire I've ever seen, man. Are you a vampire? Is it okay if I ask you if you're a vampire?
Not a vampire.
Oh yeah, I guess you did walk into my booth without being invited.
Also know how that works, but anyway.
If I drop a bunch of rice, do you have to count it?
Wow.
No.
Cool. But yeah, he asked to talk to Christian, and then he didn't come back up here, so I don't know. I haven't seen Christian since he was here, though.
Should go talk to Christine.
Yeah, she won't stop crying. You tell her to knock it off. It's interrupting the microphones.
Well, thanks for the info. Gotta walk out the wall.
No, wait. And he tries to give you a post-it note.
I look down at the whatever he's trying to hand me.
It's got a name on it. It says Gene Markowitz.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah. Just let her know. Let her know I miss her. And I hope her life turned out okay.
So, turn and go through the wall.
Awesome. And you are free to rejoin your group.
Yeah, I ran to apparently there's a stoner kid who died in a theater accident here. But he said Nicholas was here.
Which means he's probably already headed back to the plaza then.
That's what I suspect. It looks like he's got Christian.
Did he say who Christian was?
Christian was one of the two founding couple. One of the couple that founded this theater.
Right. Okay.
So I need to see if I can get some more details. So the wife was right down there. And I point to the front row.
Okay.
I'll call the Ferroburg Four, see if they've seen anything yet.
Sounds good. You zip on down to talk to Christina.
Cool. Bowman, you call the Ferroburg Four.
Okay. Just reaching out to them on the communicator. Sure it has a cool ringtone. It's like Axel F or something.
It's the girl from Ipanema again.
Sure.
Wow.
But yeah, no, he will reach out to them just to check if they've seen anything yet.
This is Blackjack.
Have you seen anything down at the plaza yet?
Yeah, there was a woman here, dressed in all black. She entered the plaza and she walked down into a secret tunnel.
Did she look like, and I will give a description of the gangster lady whose name, Portia. I will give Portia's description to see if that's who they saw.
Yeah, she kind of looked like that. She had a couple of guys with her. They looked like they were in a rush. They were mad about something.
Okay, and
Do
they
you want us
went
to
through
engage?
No, stay down. Another target may be on his way to your location right now. You definitely want to stay out of his sight.
All right. Will they, though?
Good. You're doing very good. You did a good job. Thanks.
I don't need your validation. Blackjack, yeah.
Damn it. One day he'll know how to. Oh man, he's gonna go back to Jason with like no lessons learned. So they saw Portia with a couple other guys go into some sort of secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Okay. Well, that's the secret tunnel's probably where we're gonna need to go, so... Did you get the description of where it was?
Calvin didn't think of that. I don't know if Bowman would have thought of it then.
Bowman would have thought of it, and Blackjack would have offered it.
Then yes, I did.
Okay. Then we know where to go.
There is a steel worker fountain in the plaza, and it looks like there is a tunnel that opens up at the base of the figure's feet within the fountain. Mortis, you head down to Christina. Who again, 1930s, very elegantly dressed, short blonde hair. She looks like she's a wreck. She's got a tissue in one hand. She's sort of sobbing into the back of one of the chairs.
Mrs. Kessler?
Oh. We don't want any more trouble from mortals tonight.
I'm trying to deal with a certain gentleman I believe came here earlier.
He did, and he
Wait.
took my Christian.
Did he say anything at all that you overheard when he took Christian?
Well, he said that Christian would have to do. If that... Well, he said something I can't repeat as a lady, but he said that if that bad word Italian woman wasn't willing to play ball, he was going to have to make do.
Was Christian the only one he left with tonight?
Yeah. He looked at Inga, but he didn't want to take her, I don't think. I don't know why he didn't take me.
I don't know either, but we're going to do what we can to bring your husband back to you.
And she sort of flies into a little bit of hysterics and like tries to collapse in your arms.
I will. When she does that, I will, grab her, but also kind of slide her back into the chair.
Please, he's all I've got left in this world.
We'll do what we can.
We don't even have
Okay.
the theater anymore. She sort of gestures around to the broken down, disrepaired state of the place.
Let's see what we can do.
Okay. Just please don't let him tear the place down. I don't know what happens to us if the place we have to stay goes away.
We'll see what we can do.
And she settles down a little bit. She sort of breathes into herself. And she nods and raises her hands for you to dismisses you, basically.
I'll rejoin the group.
Portia headed down at the plaza through a secret tunnel. Or at least the vampire in her body.
He only collected the one ghost here, so I don't think there's anything else left for him to do.
Okay. Well, then we've got to get to the plaza. We've got to stop him. For Nick, for everybody else.
I don't know if this last spirit he captured here, I don't know if that fits what he was looking for.
I don't think it does. I think he got double crossed by Portia. Oh,
The
vamp-
vampire.
the vampire that's inhabiting Portia's remains.
But if she headed to the plaza where he is, then he can take her.
Possibly.
Mortis, you don't think that he could unless the ghost hopped into the vampire and is now possessing it. You think the vampire is like basically a zombie with no soul inside of it, and the ghost is something separate.
Yeah. So unless he can force the vampire out of the body, which I don't know if it's within his new powers or not.
Portia is still within the vault, right?
Yes.
Is it possible for Necros to be able to take her out, or
Not that I know of.
He started the ritual and the vampire does something to upset it. Couldn't it cause a lot of other unintentional issues?
Yeah. Disrupting any kind of a magical arcane ritual, could lead to horrible things.
Well, then we gotta get over there. I don't think we have any more time to look for anything.
I'll radio the Ferroburg Four, let them know that we're on the way.
Your radio signal does not get through to them.
Overdrive.
Yeah, I'll go spot on.
Awesome. Well, you all race off to Willow Plaza. You do come into this very small green space in the very heart of Ferroburg. You see a couple of sort of sad-looking trees lining a couple of different parkways. There's some orangish dead grass in a couple of different spots. There's a pond. You can sort of see the sheen of oil and gasoline on the water of the pond. And you come to this fountain in the center that has a very large, sort of robust-looking steel man holding a sledgehammer against his feet. There is a staircase descending down into the fountain that appears to be open, and the Ferroburg Four nowhere to be seen.
Of course not.
Told them not to engage.
I think that's a great place to pick up next week.
No.
Oh.
No.
It's like, well, we were kids once and we followed Stefan into Una's dimension, so, we don't listen.
Jinkies is right.
Oh.
So, thank you everybody for tuning in and hanging out with us tonight. Thank you especially to Vancouver by Night and Belshare and Lodame for stopping by and spending some time with us. We really appreciate that. Ogric, it was good to see you again. Deuce, as always, thank you for being here. And Wiki, thank you for catching up on our show so fast so you can come here and hang out live with us. And all of these eyeballs are really make it worth what we're doing here, so I just wanted to let everybody know that we appreciate it greatly. As for announcements, tomorrow we will be back with City of Destiny. Ethan will have some sort of shenanigans going on, I am sure. Wednesday, we don't have anything. Thursday, we have another blog post coming up. I actually wrote a post from the perspective of Dr. Necros, so be sure to check that out before we go into the finale of the Ferroburg arc next week. That's going to be a wild and crazy time. 2 weeks from tonight, we will be having our next USP Earth Prime Tabletop Universe crossover on February 14th. And it will be the beginning of the end of Season 1 of Netherwar. So, we will be here. There will be 11 players here total, I think. My face won't be visible. That's how many players will be here. It's going to be a good time.
You will be. I'm going to do some shenanigans. You will.
Okay. Jonesy's going to do some shenanigans. I believe in Jonesy. It's going to be a wild and crazy time. I will say that. Wiki, I think it's going to be 11 players and me, because Aaron's playing somebody. I think there are 12 faces per game, and I'm the odd person. I'm the connecting person, so I think it's 11. I think. Next week we will be here, same bat time, same bat channel. I do want to give everybody a chance to say goodbye and plug anything they want to plug, starting with Kevin.
Hey, I'm Kevin. I'm back to being Overdrive in Overdrive's body. I don't know how to behave myself. No, so hopefully you had a good time tonight. Superhero shenanigans are always good. I saw at the beginning someone in the chat had said, they play D&D, but they really like superheroes. That's kind of like my RPG story. Like, of course you play D&D, but like there's nothing against D&D, but there's good stuff out there. Mutants, Masterminds is where it's at for superheroes. So hopefully you enjoyed watching, and tune in next week when things really get out of control. Calvin, over to you.
Oh, okay.
I'm practicing being out of control. I'm gonna do unexpected
Tell
things.
surprise. Well, thanks everybody who came around and hung out and was being very witty and very funny in the chat. Very excited for all the stuff that's gonna happen next. I have no idea what this crossover is gonna be, but I'm really excited to get to it. So yeah, just come around and hang out for that. Again, on the Women's channel, we have the gaming streams will be back this week. I just took the last week off, but we should be back and good to go this week. And I got a bunch of fun, cool stuff planned over on the channel. So if you're into the Lancer RPG, the Lancer Mech RPG, be sure to come around for the next month or so, because we got a lot of special stuff coming up. And I'll pass it to, I guess I'll go to Andy then.
Thanks everyone for hanging out with us tonight, especially our new folks. If you liked what you saw, hit us up on social media. We've got some stuff out there for that. You can also like and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to catch up on any of the backstory. There are a couple of recap videos where I run our group through chatting about the stuff that happened in prior episodes. We did 2 because we've been running for so long that we needed to kind of give everyone a good recap of what's been going on. So I don't have anything else to plug, so pass it up to Jonesy.
Thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. It was great having everyone join us on this dark and twisted Ferroburg storyline. Tomorrow night, as he said, we're back with more superhero shenanigans. And then Wednesday, our friends over at Weave the Tale will be doing a 10-hour charity stream for the Trevor Project, which we're like gonna do what we can to support. So if you got time on Wednesday, check it out. Other than that, I'll turn it over to Alex.
Cool. Yeah, thanks everybody. I hope you had as much fun as I did. I'm looking forward to seeing if Kid is dead next week.
Now we're all gonna be doing it.
Into the sidekick.
Oh.
Everybody have a wonderful night. We will see you here next week. As always, please make good choices, and we will see you next time.